But as soon as we start talking, I noticed we forgot to bump mics last time. Did you notice that?
Not until right now, dude. As I was doing it, I was like, dude, did we not do this last time? Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Pup
No,
just plopped down.
It's been eating me up all week. I haven't been able to sleep. We gotta bump mics, dude.
Dude, it's the holidays, man. It's we were just talking. We're in the mecca of Halloween right now, the white suburbia, and it's like 6 o'clock. At any point, you might have trick or treaters start.
Oh yeah.
We might have live coverage of Halloween right here in Austin, Texas. Would you say Halloween's more popping in the city or the suburbs?
Suburbs for sure.
You think so?
Well, when you're an adult, you go into the city, but when you're a kid, you want to hit the suburbs. Like even poor kids in shitty neighborhoods will drive to the nice suburbs to get those king-size candy bars. You map it out. You know who's got the good shit.
I just want to be the guy one time passing out king-size candy bars. Like when I have a house in a neighborhood, I'm king-sizing it, dude. Like,
but out here, they'll take it for granted. They'll just be like, okay, yeah, that's what I expect. You got to do it where the kids appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little too ritzy. This is a fancy Halloween. They're getting popcorn balls.
Oh, yeah.
And like organic chocolates, Swiss chocolates, dude, right from the Alps.
I actually heard some kids talking about which neighborhoods. They're like, yeah, they got king-size candy bars over there.
Hell yeah.
So they're probably going to egg us later tonight when we give them a little
Tootsie Roll.
One Smartie, and they're going to fucking come back and just throw it in our face.
You give them a Pez, not even the container, just the candies. You remember Pez?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the Pez like store at Universal Studios?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, they just had every type of Pez.
Really?
Yeah, you could like build your own Pez. You could do. I think now they could probably do 3D print. You know what? You understand the 3D print stuff? Do you understand how that works?
I've seen it in action before. I was substitute teaching for like some type of 3D printing class.
Tesla?
What?
Where were you substitute
Dude, the
teaching?
classes that kids have nowadays, I don't know if it's just the district I'm in, but they're like, yeah, we're engineering, we're building robots. We're like, we didn't have that shit.
Yeah, you better hurry up. You don't want to be late for HVAC repair.
Yeah, dude.
Hurry up.
Honestly. The things that, dude, I was in a class the other day. They're like, yeah, we're building a camera. And they made their own cameras.
Building a camera, dude. Yeah. We just learned how to use one kind of in school. That was a class you had. That was like an elective. You had to stay after class to do that shit.
Right.
To do like, you remember that? Like there was those classes that you would take after class, like if you wanted to learn something like video editing or art.
Yeah, I mean, everyone got one elective.
No, I'm talking extracurriculars, dude. Like, you never had like those weird classes that you had to take after school?
Nah, I don't think so.
Maybe I got
I think you're a troublemaker.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that was detention.
Yeah, that might have been Saturday school.
Did you ever do Saturday school? I did. I had a couple runs.
I was booked for Saturday school one time.
You got bumped?
No, I got out of it from Mr. Who was the guy that
Mama Jordan made a call?
No, but I was nervous because they call home when they say that. And so my parents got a call that I have Saturday school. They're like, what the fuck is up with this? And I was like, no, it's a mistake. And they're like, what do you mean it's a mistake? I was like, watch, this Saturday I'm not going to Saturday school. And not Bert, but who's the guy that ran ASB and was like really into sports?
Yeah, Mr.
He had a twin brother. Albert.
How the fuck, dude? How is that in here?
Yeah.
How is that in this head?
Albert got me out of it. He's like, you don't have to go. I'll make a call.
Hell
and
yeah.
He walked me over
that guy reminded me of Patrick Starr. He just had Patrick Starr energy.
Did you ever see his twin brother? He looked just like him.
Well, that's how twins work, Niko.
Yeah. Well, identical, but and that's when I figured out, because he's like, yo, I'm Mr. Albert. This is my brother, Mr. Albert. And I was like, wait, Albert's the last name? I thought we were just calling him Mr. Albert.
Yeah, you know, like when the teachers aren't that respect. Like he's one of those guys, like we didn't learn much from him.
Right.
So it's like, I thought for sure we were just on a first name basis this entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I ate a little edible and I think it's starting to hit me, but it's just kind of like.
Oh, we were supposed to go in together.
Yeah, but this is like. I need to take a break before I take an edible,
okay.
and it matter.
How many milligrams are you deep?
Dude, I'm on 100 milligrams.
No.
Yeah, dude, my tolerance is through the roof.
Does it feel like different than when you're ripping?
Yeah, I'm a little like giggly right now.
Yeah.
But, like it's so mild for what I know 100 milligrams is supposed to be.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
dude, you had an existential crisis after 5.
Yeah.
So like I know I need to slow down. My tolerance is a little too high if I'm not even taking 100 millis to the dome.
But I want to get you to a point where you're just like scared.
Yeah, the way we do that is I have to take a month off.
Yeah.
And then you have to just give me a dank edible.
You should have done Sober October.
I know.
You doing No Nut November?
Is it November yet?
This is the last day. This is where you unleash and you just indulge for the last day. You can just shoot ropes all day so that you go cold tomorrow.
What's the what's the benefit? I think this Eddie's slapping me a little harder than I'm letting off.
I love this, dude.
I'm gonna be honest, dude.
Dude, you're cooking.
But what's the benefit of no nut? Like you get the hyper focus of like
yeah.
You become a cannibal.
Yeah. And so you feel good. It's just like taking a break from the CBD or the THC.
Yeah.
When you come back, you'll feel it. Like that first nut, the first December 1st. Ooh.
Yeah, dude. But I think what happens also is then like then you do like it trickles into like the cold showers, then waking up at 6 and sprinting first thing in the morning, and then only eating meat.
Before you know it, your life just sucks.
Yeah, before I know it, I'm like in your backyard in a little fort with a bow and arrow, just waiting for a deer that's never gonna come.
Well, that's why you do one thing at a time. October you do sober, and then you do no nut November, and then you just do one thing at a time and just kind of assess your life.
All right, let's make one for every month. What are you dropping in December?
Well, it's gotta go with
it has to have the letter.
December to remember.
What are you is it your sweet 16? You go to Charleston, dude? What are we doing?
Yeah, maybe like
No decency December, dude. That's when you just start. That's when all the bullshit that you have to do, like the fake happy birthdays and like you out the window in December, which doesn't work because the fakest of holidays takes place in December.
Yeah. Well, and that just benefits you too much. Like, that's too easy.
Will you go on a Grinch campaign with me this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should I think we should sell anti-Christmas merch, and that's not saying Hanukkah. That's just anti-Christmas. I want to be very clear about that. But
I hate Christmas. No, dude, that reminds me so much of. Wait, did you have something on Christmas?
No, not specifically. I just brought it up.
I have. Okay, are you a? Do you vote?
You hear that?
They're coming out.
I think they're tricking and treating. Do I
we
vote?
Got 'em? Do you vote?
Yeah. I voted in the last presidential election.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about being.
The way you said that made me think that you didn't. But okay.
No, I'm thinking about being the Grinch of voting. Okay. I'm just over all this, like, dude, you see Beto signs everywhere in the neighborhood. You got people saying vote, make sure to vote. I'm watching the NFL yesterday and freaking Tyrann Matthew comes up on the screen and says,
Badger?
Hey. Yeah, he's like, make sure to vote. It's like, just shut up. Like, so I'm thinking about going on the anti-voting.
Guess who came onto my feed telling me to vote this morning? Alex Cooper of Call Her Daddy.
No.
That was a Spotify-sponsored commercial. It was Alex Cooper.
That's what I'm saying. It's gone too far. I have an idea. I want to go to, like, UT's campus where they're trying to get people to register to vote and set up a booth that says, don't vote. Stay home, don't vote. Smoke bowls, fuck the polls.
You're not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want, like, do you think people would get...
Wait, fuck the polls. Smoke bowls, fuck the polls.
Your vote doesn't matter.
There's got to be one more rhyme, but we'll come back to that.
And we're just focused on getting American citizens to exercise their God-given right to not vote.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
Like, everyone's like, you should vote because you get to, but I also get to not vote.
Right.
That's an option. That's on the table.
Yeah, maybe
talk about freedom. Shouldn't I get to choose?
Right.
Also, I want a physicality. I want a aspect of the election. I want a race. I think arm wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. A maze. I've said that. A maze.
Instead of debates, you mean?
Yeah. Well, no. Mid debates.
Oh.
Like like in the middle of the debate. It'll be like like Slime Time Live sort of. That should be the debate. The presidential debate platform should be Slime Time Live or Slime Time 3000. You remember that?
Yeah.
So it's like two panels, and we'll have, what is the guy's name? Mark Summers? Who's the guy in the middle? We'll have Drew Carey do it. He knows the drill. Drew Carey, you could just interchange him into any. Yeah. He just needs little cards,
right?
And one of those skinny long mics.
We could throw Steve Harvey.
Why
in
do they
there,
do that in the talk shows? The skinny long mics.
So weird.
Anyways, and then it's a panel, and then they'll have phone a friend options. Like Trump can get Lil Uzi Vert on the phone, like whenever the black questions come up. Oh no, it's not Lil Uzi Vert. Who is it?
Lil Wayne.
Savage, 21 Savage.
Oh.
He called Trump his gremlin uncle.
Oh, really?
He's Super Gremlin, yeah.
I thought he had Kodak Black as well.
See, now I feel racist because I'm Kodak Black. When you see me, I am why that Kodak Black is the guy that rallies behind Trump.
Is that one of his
Maybe we
lyrics,
need to
really?
clean that up and post edit. What just
Yeah.
happened? We'll see.
Maybe Kanye. Does Kanye get down with Trump still? He's all over the place.
Kanye is in trouble, dude.
Yeah,
Kanye's in trouble. Not the
he's,
best time.
I think he maybe pushed it too far this time. I don't know if he's gonna. Do you think he's gonna be able to recover this fumble? Because every time he goes and he just pushes a little far. It started out with the Taylor Swift, the George Bush, all those things, and he just keeps.
Don't you think it just
the
takes
MAGA hats.
one album drop?
That's what I'm wondering.
That's what he has that power in his back pocket, like.
Right.
I think.
But the music's been taking a decline slowly.
Yeah, the last couple of albums.
I don't know.
What was that one?
Donda.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Yeah.
That
He's
song
always
was like.
got.
I was like, this is good, but then it stopped. It was over. It just never dropped. It's like, his songs are just intros now. They
No,
never
they're
drop.
little ideas, and he doesn't finish them.
Yeah.
Like, he used to
Poor
lock into
Kanye.
music, but now he
Yeah.
just starts the song and never finishes it.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels
Yeah.
like there's a drop that just never happens, and I'm waiting for it. Gosh, this is what I live for, dude. Late October evening.
You can't beat it.
I mean, it's like the golden hour. It's brisk. Like you got the long sleeve. I could afford a sweater.
Yeah.
But also, you could take that off.
You
and
could
be
take
fine.
it off.
It's
Do
where
what you need
It's
to
where
do.
you want to be, dude.
Right.
And see, that's why with Texas, you weather through. The beauty of it is the winter is mild. Here in Tejas.
I mean, but we're used to.
Oh, I'm a pussy.
We're pussies.
That's the
where
thing.
we're from.
That's the thing. If you're like a man, you can handle it. But
Right.
if you're Niko and me. Well, because, dude, my thing is give me snow if it's going to be this. That's the thing about Austin. It's like it gets cold to the point where, like, just give me snow. Because
Right.
at least
Right,
there's
right,
something.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's gonna be cold, just give it snow so we can snowboard, we can sled,
Did you
have a snowball fight.
you gonna whip out the toboggan?
Yeah, dude. I want activities. If it's just cold as fuck and it looks enticing outside, but then you walk
Also,
out.
we live in Texas. Where's the hill? Where are you gonna sled?
Yeah, we'll have to make a hill or something.
I'll have to drag you along with my car, dude. We'll have to put
Right.
out what is that called? When you would do that when you would skateboard?
Hitch.
Hitching. Yeah, we'll hitch you, dude.
Skitch.
Skitch, maybe.
Skitch.
You had to do that in Tony Hawk Underground too. You had to skitch and keep the little
Right.
thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Now, bring me back 30 seconds. What we were just talking about, because there's something
Voting.
that I wanted to ask you. about.
Kanye West.
No, keep going, keep pushing.
Fall weather. 70 degrees.
Oh, were you here during the freeze?
Yeah.
You were.
I moved here the week I moved here. My introduction to Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
It was snowing. It was
Same.
the worst time ever to move here.
So I moved from Virginia to Arizona last year. This is getting dicey. I would watch that. In 2021, in February, I moved from Virginia
Yeah.
to Arizona. And when I drove through Texas during the freeze, and both me and my caravan partner,
There you go.
also known as an ex-girlfriend, both went off the road into the
Really?
snow. Yeah, it was because, dude, they don't have plows, so it freezes over.
Don't tell me you were driving.
We bought different cars. It happened to both of us
What?
separately. Yeah.
At the same spot.
Yeah, like it was happening to everybody. Everybody was like flying off the road because they don't plow because there's none. So like a little bit of snow, it freezes over and it's like undrivable. It's really scary and like sketchy. Like,
Were you on the highway?
yeah, we were driving from Houston to Amarillo, which is not a short drive.
But if you're on the highway, you should be able to just go straight if you don't turn.
Right. But dude, I'm telling you, like,
Oh,
just
you were trying to
braking
pass?
and just like
Oh, okay.
slowing down, it's sketchy. Look at Niko. All of a sudden, you're just Dale Jr., dude. What are your credentials? What are your driving credentials? Do you even drive stick?
No.
Get out of here. Don't give me any advice, dude.
But I'm not stupid. I mean, that's like, oh, do you hand crank your
Dude,
blender?
you have 5 traffic
No.
violations in the last month, Niko. What are we doing?
Dude, those are all bullshit.
You got a boot put on your car in October this month.
That's true.
I think. Was that this month?
Who knows, dude? They all blend together.
I have PTSD parking downtown. Just as of recently, dude, I can't do it. Like, one, you cannot go to. This is for anyone who wants to come down to Austin, Texas. You cannot go to downtown without being harassed by a homeless person. At least one.
No.
At least one. And honestly,
can't beat
one's a
them,
good
join 'em.
night. One's a good night.
Yeah. Dude, I've been thinking about getting a moped. Yesterday, I was like, I should get
Yeah.
that'd be so much easier
Yeah,
to
when
parking, scooting around.
I was thinking bicycle. because I want to move closer to downtown.
Yeah.
Soon, and I was
Really?
thinking, yeah, eventually. Like where I was living before in Hyde Park is great.
Yeah.
Like if I had a bike, I never needed to drive, but
Uh-huh.
I just didn't. But
You
like,
going in with the missus? Are we collaborating? Are we moving? Are we at that step?
we'll
These
see.
are big things.
We'll
we don't
see.
have to talk
We'll
about it.
save that for the Patreon.
But then you got to find space for the dogs and stuff. It's
well,
like,
that's the
oh,
thing, dude.
man.
That's why, like, yeah. I mean, having a yard has been a blessing.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is, I guess, a courtyard.
Yeah. This is something.
This is good enough.
I mean, but downtown, this is like, hard to find this.
Yeah. So
But-
November, dude. What do we have to look forward to November? What is like the? Because I think that's the significant. I feel like a week into November, this shit drops. Mark my words. A week from today, I can't dress like this. I feel like, right?
Right.
Doesn't
What do you
it
mean?
happen
What do we have
quick?
to look forward to?
Like, all right. So October, you know what you're getting into.
Uh-huh.
It's cooling down.
Right.
Football's picking up.
Yeah.
Baseball playoffs.
Yeah.
Halloween. You know exactly what else is. What's a big October thing? The harvest. I know you look. I know you
PSLs?
wake up and just yeah. PSLs is a big one. Actually, I'm expected to have one in hand when I arrive home this evening.
The pumpkin patch.
The patch.
Dude, by the way, the costumes. Dude, it's such I got to get out of high school, dude. The fact that I'm still going to high school
Yeah.
every day. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Every day I go to high school and I'm wearing my backpack.
Do you want to explain why you're there, or do you want to just
substitute teaching?
okay? Because
Yeah,
if someone tunes in randomly on this moment, it'd be a weird time to find
That's
out that
true.
you're just going to high school.
But kids are wearing costumes and stuff. It's all weird.
Slutty cats. How many slutty
Dude,
cats?
Dude, I just look at the ceiling. I try not to make
Yeah.
eye contact. But it was funny because I was in class and somebody walked by. They're like, "What are you dressed as?" And she said, "A slut." And she walked away.
A slut?
She said that.
Dude, I'm gonna okay. So we had a show on Friday, and one of the comedians' girlfriends is
All timer.
she's like gothic, like she dresses up a little gothic,
Right.
and nothing like crazy, like
Yeah. Scene. Are you familiar with Scene?
yeah. Well, that's our boy who Butthole Girl.
Oh,
That was what was that?
Yes.
Hunter Moore. He's
Yes.
a Scene guy. Yeah. So she and then one of the other comics in the green room asked this comic's girlfriend what she was dressed as for Halloween, and the answer was nothing. It was just her normal attire. And dude, I
Brutal.
think I told you this. I can't handle secondhand embarrassment. Like, I get that real. Like I told you, like if you're bombing on stage, just know I'm bombing with you because I can't.
Yeah.
I have to leave. Like I can't. If I
Yeah.
see one of the boys in a tight spot, dude,
Right.
nothing gets me. Movies, I do that. Like do you ever watch a movie and there's like that cliche scene where like the little girl's opening up to her father and it's a nice moment and you're just like, ugh, like
Yeah.
Bob Saget to little Mary Kate and Ashley.
Mhm.
They just like freed the baby bird that that they nourished back to health. And then Michelle talks about that like their mom's still dead, and then Bob's like, but I'm slinging dick because of that, so it works out. Single dads get pussy, dude. That's a fact.
Is it? Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
just push around the stroller or whatever.
Yeah, push around the stroller.
Right. What gets more pussy? Single guy with a kid or a puppy?
Age matters. Younger guy is the puppy. Older dude is the kid.
Right.
If you're in your 30s and you're looking good, you're healthy, you're fit,
Right.
and you have like a little son or a daughter, nothing crazy, 5 or 6 year old, and you're a good dad, hardworking,
Yeah.
puss, dude.
Yeah.
You drive a Jeep, but not like a Wrangler, like like what you drive, like a nice like 2022 like Patriot.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like the dad could even have the minivan because that shows the dedication. Like he's really
when
he
a
doesn't
hot
give a fuck.
dad drives a minivan,
Yeah.
there's not a pussy west of the Mississippi that's safe, dude. I mean, get the mop.
Yeah. But it's almost if you're an older guy,
Especially
and
when he doesn't need to, when he can afford anything.
right,
You know, he's
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
a Honda Odyssey.
right, got the soccer balls in the back, shin guards. But it's almost a bad look if you're an older guy who's single and has a puppy. That's almost a bit creepy.
Yeah, like what happened where you were like, I just time for a little pal.
Yeah, you just get like, what?
You know, I
You
just
just
need
got a
some
puppy?
companionship at 46. If you don't have companionship by now, dude, an animal's not going to help you.
Better than a cat, I guess.
No, I mean, cats are just like entertainment. I don't see them
Yeah.
as companions.
But
If
as
I lived in like a apartment in New York City, I would
right.
get a cat.
I guess in New York City everyone has them, but in Austin, like you could have never gotten a cat instead of Roy, right? That's just a red flag, right?
If I have a cat,
If you just had a cat, like you're
There's
back
a
on the
sick-
dating apps, you bring a girl home,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, watch out for the litter box.
Dude, it really depends how weird you are with it. Like, if you have
Yeah.
like one of those outdoor cats that just comes to the door every now and then, I think that's cool. But if you got like Mrs. Snuggles and like
Right.
she's got a little sweater on and you're
Oh,
like
yeah.
feeding her milk from a bottle, maybe a red flag. Or maybe the sweetest guy ever, dude. Maybe he rescued her from a tree.
Yeah, but girls don't want sweet.
And do you still like, as a citizen, as a Samaritan, am I expected to call 911 if I see a cat in a tree? Am I who's making that call?
I don't think so. I think they're pissed off, dude.
Yeah, I think you shoot them in the butt with an airsoft gun
Yeah.
because they always land on their feet. They're gonna be fine. You got to spook the cat out of there, though.
I don't think a cat's ever been stuck in a tree. They just go up there and they want attention.
Yeah, that's wow, dude. You know what? That would be a great Disney short, Pixar short of the cat in the tree. Like, yeah, you guys just stuck me under the. You leave me in the litter box in the laundry room. And you leave for hours.
Right.
Now whose world is it, motherfuckers?
It was a cry for help.
Meow. Just like, yeah, dude, just spraying their piss like in the wind.
Yeah.
Cats do that, right?
Piss in the wind?
No, they spray piss, like if they're scared.
Oh, really?
I guess so. You don't know. I'm asking you.
I have never heard of that.
Okay, thought you were a cat guy.
I've never heard of piss being sprayed. Unless it's really windy.
Mm-hmm.
But I know shit sprays. You can do shit spray like a spray can.
Yeah,
But
the fecal mist.
yeah. I mean, if you try to piss really hard, maybe you get some spray action.
Have you ever had a UTI? Do men get UTIs? I really don't know.
They can. I remember
Is that like are you like a beta thing? Like
it's a beta thing. Dude, in 11th
I think
grade.
I have one.
No.
Well, I just pee a lot.
Right. You
I don't-
might.
but I peed a lot my whole life. I have a something's wrong.
Small wiener.
No, bladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You know I have a
No,
bladder.
but this is what I'm saying. Is in 11th grade, I took anatomy. Mr. Sanchez.
Shouts to Mr. Sanchez and his hot daughter.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy that he made this joke or comment or something. He's like talking about UTIs, urinary tract infections. And he's like, the reasons girls are more likely to get them than guys is because they have shorter urinary tracts than men. And then so he was like, so if you're a guy who gets one,
Small dick.
he didn't say it flat out, but I was like, this is kind of inappropriate for you to be making this joke to
Dude,
us.
the science classes would get dicey. I remember Mr. Klinger, biology. You ever have him?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I remember one time this sentence came. He's like, and that's how you guys were born. Hot, sweaty sex. Your parents just humping. He was like going to town, like doubling down on it. I'm like, Jesus, dude. Like, this isn't funny. Now I'm thinking about it.
He's the same guy that asked you to bring your shit into class or something like that. I think they would like.
Nobody
what?
asked me that.
No, it wasn't my class, but
This is a
somebody
dream
I
you- this is a
knew.
dream you had?
Yeah, he would just be. He was like they had the poop day or whatever. So he's like, go home and you get extra credit if you shit in this thing, and we'll do tests on your poop. And he made some girl feel uncomfortable because he was like, "Hey, what color's your poop?" And she was like,
You must be sucking a lot of dick.
"What's I want to say?"
Do you remember mole? Do you remember mole day in chemistry? What the hell was that?
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
a certain number.
Right, it was
And if
like
you-
6.13 or something.
On that day, I remember if you brought in something like related to, I brought in guacamole.
Oh,
So
yeah.
easy. It was the easiest one. And I just got like 10 points extra
Yeah.
credit. Everyone was bringing in like mole things.
Super weird.
Yeah, and I still don't know what it is. Mole day.
It's like the same as pie, I think. Pie day, mole day. Do you think being a science person makes you more sexual because you're studying all that stuff, or it just attracts the people who are into like
When you say science person, you're talking about the non-religions?
Scientologists?
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about the people that don't believe in religion? Or are you just talking about a scientist?
I'm just talking about scientists
Talking about
or
Bill-
science teachers.
Or when you say science person, you mean like Bill Nye, not a scientist. He's a science guy. When you think about Bill Nye, they never said he was a scientist.
Oh, he's just a science
He was
guy.
a science guy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like me. I'm an animal guy. People know that about me. I watch
Right.
animal documentaries. I like it. That's my deep thinking. Big animal guy, big tree guy. A lot of people talk about that. I'm a big tree guy. My evergreens, my white
Right.
pines, ponderosas, can't get enough.
But I think if you
And Bill Nye's a science guy, dude. He just loves the chart, the imperial chart, and the table. What is it? Contents.
periodic table, the food pyramid.
The round table, dude.
Yeah, beakers,
The color wheel, whatever it is.
the
But what are you
Bunsen
saying? But
burner?
what was your
Remember the
question
Bunsen
about?
burner?
I do the Bunsen burner, you beakers. Yeah, dude. Now, what is your question about being a science guy?
I'm saying be a guy. Being a guy, if anything, is fine. You could be a science guy, a car guy,
Or a gal?
or a gal, an animal guy. That's
Yeah.
like surface level. That's just like general interest, right?
Mhm.
But once you start studying deeply and you start getting degrees, you take it to the next level. You're not just a science guy. You're a scientist.
Yeah.
You're an animal biologist.
Yeah.
You're a
So,
car freak.
what you're telling me is you have creepy guys, rape guys, rapists, right?
Right,
Just,
right,
Just
right.
an example. To
Right.
pull.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. But so, yeah, like you being animal guy, that's fine with me. But if you were like,
I'm a zookeeper.
then
If I bring an orangutan over here with a little diaper on him and expect
Right.
you to appreciate it,
right.
that's those animal people, dude. I
It
was at a
attracts some
comedy show
weirdos.
once, and this girl had a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
It was at a place where you shouldn't have had a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
What's north? Not Pflugerville, the other one, Round Rock.
Round
dude.
Rock.
It was McDuffie's show.
Oh yeah.
Rocky's Piano Bar. This bitch had a fucking
Bearded dragon.
yeah, a Siberian.
Yeah.
What are not Siberian? What are they? Jamaican.
A bearded dragon.
Okay.
Komodo dragon.
Komodos. Yeah, Komodos.
It was not a Komodo.
It was something like that. I don't know.
How big was it?
I don't know my lizards, Niko. I know you do. Are you
Leopard?
You're a big lizard guy, huh?
No. I'm not a big.
Oh no, you
anything.
don't like the squirmy animals. Is that what you said once? You're a winged guy.
Winged like a bird.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I
Okay,
don't
but
want
let's
either of them.
because let's get to the bottom of this. What kind of animal do you resonate with? Like on a real note, like not just like what like every dude's like, well, I'm a lion. No, you're not, dude. You.
Oh, my spirit animal?
You owe thousands of dollars in debt. You're not a lion. All right, you still live with your mother. I can see you have a milk mustache. You're not a fucking lion.
Right. No, I'm aware enough to recognize I'm not an alpha. I'm not a silverback gorilla.
But
I'm
you're
not
not a beta.
No, I'm somewhere off.
You're a cadet. You're an alpha cadet. You're on your way.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
Something that maybe like a whale.
Okay. We're not talking killer, right?
No.
Like a sperm whale, or like a maybe a
One of those little guys that's like
beluga.
Beluga. Yeah.
Yeah, megalodon maybe. Those are extinct.
I think I'm just kind of floating around, minding my own business. I don't eat anything. Nothing eats me.
Now, what week would you want instead of Shark Week? What week would you do what week?
Monkey week.
Monkey Week?
Yeah.
We know enough about monkeys.
But they do the craziest shit. Dude, remember when they had those monkeys on the motorcycles in like Bangladesh or something?
Yeah, and like they would smoke cigarettes.
They would kidnap kids.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, they would. There were these videos going around where people would strap monkeys to motorcycles and have them like on a leash and unleash them. And then they would jump off of the motorcycle, grab the kids, and then they would retract the leash.
They would
and
sick
steal
their
kids.
monkeys on kids?
Yeah.
Sick 'em.
Dude, I'm telling you, when you see, and they're wearing like motorcycle helmets, or I think they had masks on or something.
I think I've
What's your animal?
Well, I don't trust monkeys. What I want to see a week of, or what I resonate with?
Either one.
I'd like to learn more about the wild horse.
Horse week.
The way
This was actually my number one concern when I was talking about animal people. Animal specialists are weird, but the type of animal people that are the weirdest,
Whoa.
horse people. Yeah. That's who you need to be most concerned about.
equestrians. They have when you have your own word for like a
Yeah,
horse
yeah.
person has a word, dude. Like there's a dog person doesn't have a word like that.
Right.
And I would reckon to argue that there's more dog people than horse people.
Right.
How the fuck do they have a word? Equestrian. That's a made up ass word too. Like there's no tense to that. There's no equest.
Yeah.
There's not a verb. Right? Wouldn't there need to be a verb to just? I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't want to get into grammatical
Right.
specificities here, dude. Your dog's on crack.
She's totally flipping out. I think she lost something.
Is there a full moon? No. It's a fingernail.
Yeah, maybe
always
it's
nice
that
when there's
time
a-
of the month.
When there's a full moon on Halloween, that's always nice. No little pumpkin outfit for her? No little ghost outfit?
I mean, dude, I can't be dressing up my dog. That's torture, right?
For
I'm
the
sure
dog?
your dogs are in full costumes right now.
No, Roy's never once
No.
had any outfit on of any sort. I
But
think
you're
my mom tried to put a sweater on her once. On him.
yeah, Grayson wanted to dress this little rascal up.
As what?
She's been talking for the last week about getting the three of us to wear matching costumes. I think the first idea was she is a pilot and Grayson and I are flight attendants, which would have been kind of cute.
It should be like a drug dog situation, like the airport drug, like the TSA drug dog, and then yeah,
We're
you guys could
bombs?
just be, yeah. No, you make the dog the bomb. You guys are terrorists. The dog's a bomb, dude. That would have been great. That would have been a great couple's outfit.
What were some of the other ones she said for us to dress up as? I don't know. But you got a Prince Charming costume you got to throw on pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, she is. My girlfriend is currently dressed up as Cinderella, which, by the way, is a teenager. So makes me. I don't really like the vibe of that.
Are we talking sexy Cinderella?
Yeah, I think
Everything's got to be sexy on
everything's
got to
be sexy, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be sexy. Like it's the classic Mean Girl, where like she shows up like looking great for Halloween, like the female Count Dracula or whatever, or like the Dracula Frankenstein's bride.
Uh-huh.
And then everyone's all hot, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, that's the classic. That's what it's
Yeah.
become.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
there's still like, are these high schools here in Texas having like, because we had very inappropriate California public schools, Foothill to be specific, very inappropriate school dances.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there wasn't one that I was sober at as a teenager. I don't know if you can say the same. Now, you weren't getting drunk at all in high school, huh?
No. And I stopped kind of going to the dances after like sophomore year because engaging in things where everybody else is drunk and you're not drunk, it feels
It's not the best.
it's not the best. And you almost feel weird.
You
But
definitely do. I mean, even now, like it's a little different now. Like I don't drink too much at like I don't really drink a lot if I go like out to eat or anything, and like if other people do, I don't really care.
yeah, I mean, as adults, you're just much more
Responsible,
mild
yeah.
and tame.
Yeah.
I mean, Saugus Morp was the music is so loud you can't hear anything. Literally a bunch of teenagers going and just walking around and saying, "Hey, want to grind?"
And they're just getting finger blasted. Dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
very inappropriate.
There's no conversations. There's just
The sad thing is just when you see the chaperone walk by and just give up, like,
dude, you couldn't pay me to work one of those things, dude.
No.
Just to have the responsibility, like, dude, that's my biggest thing as like a substitute teacher is like whenever something happens, I'm like, why are you making me deal with this?
Yeah.
Like if two kids I'm like, now I got to take action.
And it doesn't need. Yeah, it's like that probably happened. Like, okay, how many disputes have you broken up? Like,
Not a lot.
not a lot.
I can't say I'm proud, but I turn the blind eye a lot.
No, that's what you do.
Yeah.
And also, that's how these kids learn. There can't be an adult to break it up all the time.
Right. And there's times when I do report stuff and
You feel like an arc?
a little bit, but it's like if I feel like it's bullying or something like that, you know?
Have you ever just had to pull a motherfucker outside? Because like my thing is like I know the principal's office isn't gonna do. I look in your eyes and I see me, and I know the principal's office isn't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like you pull him outside and scare him straight. You ain't seen what I seen, Jamal.
There's no scaring straight, dude.
No.
That's out the window now.
Yeah. Well, these kids are too
School's
fucking
different now.
spoiled. Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody gets kicked out of school. They're scared to kick kids out of school now.
Back in our day, we were dropping like flies. I feel.
Oh,
like.
yeah.
I had so many friends get expelled.
Oh yeah.
I've been suspended. Did you get suspended
No.
ever? I got
What'd you
suspended.
get?
once.
Oh, for the egging?
No, I got into a fight.
What?
Yeah, I got into a fight. It's to sophomore year.
What happened?
Dude, it's just me and this kid. We were
Girl?
for weeks. No, no, but I would have if that was the case. You got to do what you got to do. Just know that. But no, it was. We ended up smashing it later in life. Like I saw him and we're cool. But like,
Are y'all smashed?
yeah. But
Oh,
he.
my
It was just weeks of like him and I like bantering in class.
Were you
like,
friends or no?
roasting each other? Maybe like earlier, like in elementary school. And then it just got to the point where one week, like, he kept saying he was going to fight me. He was going to kick my ass. And I'm like, all right, dude, like, whenever. You know where to find me. And he kept coming up with, like, a huge posse and, like, nothing would happen. And, like, I told my dad about this. I was like, Dad, there's this kid that, like, this is inevitable. Like, I'm going to, end up throwing hands probably this week. And he was like, all right, well, look, all I give a fuck about is you don't hit him first. Like, you keep your hands at your side. If he touches you, you defend yourself. You finish it. But, yeah, dude, my dad's cool on that front. And so I remember, like, the third day in a row, this guy comes. There's 50 fucking kids. This is right outside, like, Shagrud's office, like, where the outside weight room is.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, right over there.
500s.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, man, we're doing this. And I'm, like, leaning up against the wall. Like, dude, I have not indicated. I'm not, I'm trying to de-escalate here. It's not happening. People, like, it's literally Planet of the Apes. Like people are just slinging dung and just, like, aping and patting their chests and swinging from the trees. It's ridiculous. And then he literally was like, all right, come on. And just, that's all it took, dude. He just did one of these, and I just, like, was waiting for it, and I just, bang. Yeah, and I think the kid ended up winning the fight, to be honest with you.
Really?
Because no one really won. Like, no one actually got hurt. Like,
There's no winners in a fight.
Yeah, like,
Everybody loses.
no one was actually injured, but your boy.
A family's broken.
Your boy had a little acne, which means I was bloody. Like, he, like, scraped up some of the acne, so it looked like I got demolished.
Yeah.
So, like, I took it as an L. I think if I had the film and I watched shots exchange, I think it could be a draw.
Right.
No one got hurt. Like, no, we went to I think I took him to the ground, but when I was on the ground, he was, like, hammering my head. So I get the takedown points. But he gets the defense, so it's like we'd have to take it to Rogan and DC.
You needed some sort of headgear. You needed, like, the basketball Kobe mask, the clear or some Band-Aids maybe.
Yeah, the optics aren't good.
Yeah. Anytime you got blood.
I remember when I felt that I was bleeding, I was like, rub some on his shirt so they think it's his. And then I was like, like, why'd you do shirt? Because now they're going to know it's yours. You should have done face. And then I don't want to be rubbing cheeks with my assailant.
So the whole school saw you get your ass beat?
Again, that's how I took it. We might as well say yes to that. I might as well not even defend that because that's how it felt. But
and then you can't stop playing it back. I could have made a move here.
Dude, playing it back, it's like nobody even got hit. Like, I remember, like, I punched him, but I really didn't, and he punched me, but he really didn't, and it was like at the end of it, it was all just like adrenaline, and like I realized like, oh, dude, that's what a fight is like. But no, it's not.
And how do you feel after? Do you feel sad, kind of?
No, you kind of feel a little cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you feel a little cool, and like, cause I walked through the entire campus with like one of the yard duties like grabbing me, and like everyone's looking, and I'm just like fired up. I'm like, fuck! I'm like screaming still. Like, get my mom on the phone.
Dang. Did he get you any tail?
No, dude. As we discussed last week.
Yeah.
Took me to the age of 20 and a strip club.
Yeah, but maybe a kiss or something. Maybe
no kiss.
Maybe somebody gives you a little.
My first kiss was at one of these school dances.
Yeah.
But it was just a disgusting mac, like just tongue. Like, I mean, I was getting
sweaty.
I was getting throat punched. Dude. I mean, it was aggressive, sweaty. Yeah. Sweaty. And remember, everyone would wear those
half of the football team that night too.
Yeah. Well, that's generous for this girl.
Yeah.
That's generous.
I didn't say where she kissed him, but
yeah, but
you got some sort of sloppy second.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Ooh.
But do you remember everyone would wear like these neon shirts? There was that one like T-shirt plus store.
Oh yeah, we'd wear, oversized T-shirts, maybe cut the sleeves.
The cool colors were
headband.
Green, orange, and pink. Like neon green, orange, and like pink.
Teal.
Do you remember those days when like dudes wearing pink started to be cool?
Yeah.
Like that's when like you're.
Oh, dude, I was just talking about the I Love Boobies bracelets. Remember those?
I remember
days?
the I Love Boobies bracelets.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Damn, I remember those.
Hot pink.
And it rings true today. Still love boobies, dude. I did not grow out of that.
Yeah,
which is what my dad was. Which is what my dad was afraid of.
Yeah,
but I didn't. So, and I guess it's not too late. But. God, could you imagine figuring out you're gay when you're like 45? Like, it's just like not because it's okay. I mean, obviously it's okay. You're allowed to be gay. I would even argue that it puts you ahead in certain aspects in today's society. But 45, It's like, I got to learn how to suck dick now.
Yeah. I think we might. I mean, it gives you a little boost though. Like if you're so confused and then you figure it out when you're 45, it's got to be like it's pretty cool. It's like you never saw the ocean until you're 45. It's like, whoa.
Yeah,
here we go.
I mean, it's like getting high for the first time.
Right.
Like, yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah. I was thinking about if in the future or if sometime soon, if it's going to be like a thing to come out to your friends as straight.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. Like, maybe some people come out as gay and then you change your mind. Do you have to come back? Do you have to go back in and be like, Does that ever happen?
Oh yeah, can you takesy backsies?
Takesy backsies,
can
or
you-
you try it out for a little bit?
Indian give? Or,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Native American give. I don't. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, and people are saying now, like, it's crazy that someone can call you gay for something you did in college. You ever think about that? That's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Hyper masculinity.
I think you should dive into that a little more. I think that people would love to hear. Yeah, are you talking about the elephant walk? I think Niko isn't even in a frat. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, they're doing the hazing part of the fraternity, and they're like, wait, what the? Dude, you're not even in this frat. What the fuck? What are you doing here? How'd you get in here?
It
What?
literally
Come on,
just
guys.
it literally just becomes a gay or dude.
You're like, this sucks that we have to be here right now. Like, Niko, you're not in the frat. You don't have to be here.
were you friends with any of the frat kids in college?
Yeah.
Were you in on that?
Yeah, I had a friend who was in one. I was super against it when it was good. Because, like, if you're not a part of the frat, you're like, this is fucking whack. You guys
Yeah.
are losers.
Brother. Everyone's
Yeah,
calling
like,
each other. Yeah, it's
I mean,
weird.
it's sad in a way that you have to give a guy a hand job to make friends or whatever they got to do, you know?
Bro,
I mean, they say the hazing's out of there, but they still got to do stupid shit like, hey, you got to carry this purple lighter for all of your rushing. And if you don't have it on you, then you got to give me 100 push-ups.
If you don't have the purple one on you, the pink one better be in your asshole. But yeah, I mean,
the Navy's kind of a fraternity.
kind of. They do,
hazing?
yeah, dude. Well, they do this thing where they have to pepper spray everybody, and they say no, because that's
that's
what. No,
written
no,
in.
no, no, no. But that's what they say that it's like practical. It's hazing. They do
Really?
it just to yeah, man. It's not practical at all. To just what they say is so basically there's like a sentry watch that we all had to stand.
Yeah, that's
where you're
torturing
armed.
you a little.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
And we have pepper spray on it. It's OC spray, which I think is even stronger. And basically, if you ever have to spray someone with pepper spray, you're most likely going to get a little in your eyes, like the mist, the wind, you know? Like, it's just going to happen. So it's the way of, like, what they do is they spray you and then make us do this obstacle course where, like, you have to take people down. Like, there's these dudes wearing pads. You got to, like, fuck them up with the baton. You got to drop them. There's a bunch of different holds. And there's a red man at the end who's got 2 batons, and he just fucks you up, and you have to find a way to take him down. And it's just complete, like, you would have, in a real-life scenario, you would have been dead. Like, none of that,
Right.
you know? Also, after being pepper sprayed, I can tell you I'd rather get shot in the arm.
Really?
Yes.
But you're still here now.
That's right. If I'm shot in the arm, I'm saying if I'm gonna
Oh,
survive,
I see.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather get shot in the arm.
It sucked.
It was the worst pain. I've never broken any I haven't broken my back or nothing crazy on the pain spectrum.
Yeah.
But that was for sure the tough. Dude, I thought it was gonna feel like soap in your eyes, but every blink was like 1,000 shards were in your eyes. You couldn't breathe. There was this weird taste in your mouth.
Pepper?
It felt like like it tasted chemically, but like it was the effects of a pepper. Like you just ate like a habanero. And you ever
Yeah.
done one of those to try to be tough, just like house an habanero?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't learned my lesson, dude. I think like as early as like my last couple months in the military, so early last year, one of my operations officers brought in these like habaneros that he was growing in his garden, and just to be a tough guy, I ate one. Dude, I was throwing up on top of my diarrhea, like within 5 minutes of eating it. Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
And then I always do that. I like.
Dang. The old ATM.
Have you done a ghost pepper?
No.
Yeah, I've done a ghost pepper.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's not worth it.
It can't be worse than habanero.
No, habanero I think's the hottest.
I think ghost pepper's hotter on the scale, but isn't ghost pepper like mechanically made?
Mescalville.
I don't know, dude. But
No,
I know.
it's not mechanically made. It's spiritually made.
Right.
It's called the ghost pepper, dude.
Oh yeah, brought back from
It's
the
an
dead.
that's how spicy it is. It's an afterlife situation.
Oh, you got to resurrect it from the dead or
Yeah,
something.
you have to, yeah, it's dead peppers that
Yeah.
you have to bring a shaman in to fucking clear, and then they're back.
Right. Dia de los Muertos.
I can never get that one down. Dia
Yeah.
de los Muertos. What? I mean, that was good. Are you gonna watch Coco tonight? That's a good Halloween.
a good
flick.
one. Yeah.
I might turn on Coco tonight. What's so funny?
Grandma Coco.
Miguel.
Yeah. Dude, in high school, some of the nerd parties that I went to, instead of playing beer pong, they played habanero pong. And so it was just
Oh wow.
yeah, it was just
Pepper in a cup.
yeah, water. But
The habaneros are the little orange ones, right?
right.
Little orange bombs, the little pumpkin
They're the
peppers.
little orange ones.
Yeah.
And so, at the end you had to eat one if you lost. And so fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
I just went over at the party. They had a bowl of tub of ice cream, and I was just pounding the ice cream, crying, spitting. Yeah, it's like
the forced tears.
the forced tears.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
I think we should eat one live on here.
No, I would say,
You wouldn't do it?
that's the thing, I will. And because I don't learn my lesson, but dude, it's never worth it. It literally fucks my body up so bad.
Yeah, but it's kind of like getting in the fight, at high school. Like afterwards, you feel like you did something.
No, you don't. You feel like
once you come back to life.
Nope. You're wrong. You feel like an absolute idiot. You don't feel good.
Maybe that'll be a good wager for. I was thinking, are you still following fantasy football, or have you given up?
I don't know if you've been paying. We're in the same league. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you look to next week's matchup, but we're going head to head.
Oh yeah, not even worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting in my second string, dude.
You're willing to put a habanero on it?
I'll put a. Yeah. All right. But okay. Okay. All right. Habanero. This is the beauty of the habanero bet: is if I lose, I'm not doing shit until you do the milk marathon. So we can make all the bets in the world. I'll make all these blind bets until you pull your weight. And the milk marathon, I'll tell you this: if you lose, and you have to do the hob,
Yeah,
you might as well do it on the milk marathon.
that's true.
You'll have the milk to wash it down, dude. That you will throw up if you had to eat an habanero and drink 16 ounces. Because that's what it is, right? 16 ounces of whole vitamin D milk.
I
lap.
did some research and I've seen some different things. Some say 32 ounces, some say 64. I don't know. I think if you drink a nice glass of milk each lap, that suffice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't wait. You're going down. You are going down.
How are we doing on the? Are we good? Are we still rolling?
We're at 50 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got
Cool. I think this edible is cooking me, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I underestimated what 100 milligrams could do to a man.
Yeah.
I think I got a little cocky.
Another funny thing I wrote down that I heard in school today. Lots of Halloween theme stuff going on, and the kid was singing the Batman Nirvana song.
Oh. Yeah,
he walked into class singing that,
appropriate.
but he went, "Something in my ass."
Your kid was singing that?
Yeah, a kid just walking and singing that.
In my ass.
Mm.
Gosh, dude. Halloween, it gets a little homoerotic on the streets.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
The gays, they like Halloween, right?
For sure.
They got to. This has to be their. Because if you're, I think, I think feminine people tend to like Halloween.
Yeah.
In general.
Do you dress up throughout the years and stuff, or you never really play with that shit? You're too old for that.
I like Halloween, dude, and I don't want to be the guy that's like I'm too cool to dress up, but like it's not that I'm too cool. It's just I don't have the interest. I don't understand. Like, are there people that are like, I get to be something different tonight? Like, I get to express myself through a costume. Like, that's weird. I don't give a fuck. And we talked about I don't like the way the masks smell.
Yeah.
Inside Spirit Halloween, it's a weird vibe, weird energy in there.
Dude, I was surprised kids could just wear full-on masks through the hallways today. Kid just wearing a Spider-Man mask. Last week, a guy had a full Grim Reaper costume a week early with a scythe, walking around, popping his head in people's classes like this, just leaving. It was the scariest shit.
Dude, they got to give you guys a gun. I would have just pop, two to the chest.
Do you have a gun?
Yeah. I got a couple, dude. This is Texas.
They give you one when you exit the military. It's like a parting way.
No,
it's in your goodie bag.
No, you got to give that shit back.
Party favor?
No, there's no gun.
Really?
Party favor. I got a compass. They let me keep the compass.
That's cool. Swiss Army knife?
I have a knife. I have a tactical combat knife. Which
you guys use the Swiss's knives, or you got your own? Is there American Army knives, or is everyone rocking Swiss?
Is a Swiss Army knife? I always thought Swiss was the brand. Is it just saying out of Switzerland?
Well, isn't that the Switzerland flag on there?
Yeah, it is. The little plus sign.
Yeah.
It's like red with a little white plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, but when you're in the military and you have your guns, do you hold on to them all the time, or do you put them? Is there like a gun drawer? Everyone has a gun cubby.
Yeah, an armory is the word.
So only when you go
Guns-
to
you keep your
grab
guns,
those, and then
yeah.
you go out, and then you got to put them back before you go into the bunk.
Yes. Keep your guns in the armory.
Gotcha. But then if shit hits the fan, you got to go to the armory, otherwise you're screwed.
Yeah, but if shit hits the fan, there's people armed, and then everybody
Right.
else who's not goes and gets armed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess pepper spray really isn't. How many wars are people throwing pepper spray around?
It's not a
man.
war device. It's like but like because in the Navy, like at the command I was at, there's just like if you're on a ship, like you got to guard the.
So basically, you're cops most of the time.
A lot of the times, yeah.
Security guards.
Yeah.
Mall cops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Riding your little
Few the proud.
segways around the carrier.
Few the proud, baby. in just like formation, too. Just like a flying V coming down
Yeah.
past Dillard's.
Respect to Paul Blart.
And he had I watched Hubie Halloween, dude. Pretty good, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fucking funny.
There's some funny moments.
Yeah, it's pretty
The mom is really funny in there.
Yeah.
She has some funny.
Colin Quinn's in it.
Oh, yeah, he is?
Yeah.
I think I watched it knowing Colin Quinn as well as I do. God, he was good when we saw him live, dude.
Yeah, man. A lot of talent's been coming through. Saw Ron
Yeah.
Funches this weekend. That one was sick. Cap City's growing on me, dude.
Yeah.
Who else? Craig Robinson, Amy Schumer. I've been seeing a lot.
Yeah, dude.
I'm seeing a lot.
Hell yeah. Monk's Jazz Club. Joe McNamara. You saw him recently?
Dude, that's another thing. Monk's Jazz. We had Brian Simpson come through.
That was
dude.
crazy.
So sick. He stayed in the green room. He was giving us advice on on our shows and it was so cool. And also, dude, the one time we get like a comic that I really look up to.
Not filmed?
No, it's filmed, but just the worst heckler I have ever
Oh, yeah.
experienced in my life. The cool thing was it was like a master class on like a club style room late night dealing with a heckler, and he killed. I mean, you and I were cracking up the entire time. But that bummed me out.
Yeah.
That's like I can't believe we have like Derek Post and then Brian Simpson. They both have to deal with this drunk idiot.
Yeah.
She sucked. That girl sucked.
So you went back and said, should I kick her out? And he was like, it is what it is right now?
No, I never asked that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
dealing with this on my own. Like I was just trying to figure it out. Like we shouldn't have even let that girl in because she was drunk from the beginning. But it's not like we don't have a door guy system, so it's not like
Yeah.
we gotta.
It's tough.
That's just something. If someone catches it, then don't let her in. But no one's looking for it, and also we're in no position to turn away paying customers.
I mean, that was just a weird fluke. I mean, we've never had somebody
No.
that fucking
No.
shit-faced that lady. I mean, we got her whole life story throughout the show.
Yeah,
She's been through a lot.
interchanging. She changed it.
She changed it. She had 5 kids, then
and
4.
5 kids, yeah.
Yeah. God,
A
what a
lesbian.
night.
She wasn't a lesbian. She couldn't make up her mind.
Dude, it's just crazy to see the people that exist in the world. And, those people drove from, an hour away. They came from, Harker Heights.
Yeah. No, I mean it's
It's a
I don't.
trip.
I can't that type of person. That lady. That's not because she was drunk. That she goes on through her day like that. Everybody look at me. I think I'm so
Right.
funny. She just kept saying anytime she would get roasted, she'd be like, "I got a bigger dick than you."
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, it's almost like some people get so drunk that they're like a homeless person.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
You already said it, Nick.
They get so drunk that they're crazy.
Yeah.
They can't even, because sometimes when you see a crazy person and you're they're just on autopilot, how are they talking, just instantly just comebacks? She couldn't even separate the thought from her talking, just
right.
as she thought of something, it just came out of her mouth out loud. She
Yeah.
was totally fluid, in her own little psychosis.
She's not a functioning member of a society
No.
by any means.
And just no control, yeah.
And it was such a hot crowd too, dude. Everyone was
Yeah.
so into it. It was the Late Show. People were there for it. And it
Right.
was just this one bad apple just ruining it for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But we had some professionals in the house, dude. And they
Yeah.
handled it nicely.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was a good night. It was a fun night, dude. It has
Yeah.
been. Monks has been great. Comedy's been great. Things have been wonderful.
Yeah. Things are looking up. Anything else to hit on?
No, dude. I'm good. I actually have to pee aggressively.
Oh, and you got to get back to the trick-or-treaters,
I gotta
dude.
get back to the
Pick up some
trick-or-treaters, dude.
Pick up a few king-size candy bars on the way.
I
home,
know.
dude.
Maybe I
Come on.
will. Maybe I'll go
Treat
cake.
the
What if
neighborhood.
I go cake pops?
Ooh,
That's a hot
that'd be
move. That'd be a
dude.
hot move.
Dude, you know it'd be sick if you had like warm baked goods because it's cold on Halloween. Everyone's walking around. You're getting cold candy bars, and somebody hits you with like a fresh muffin or like a freshly baked chocolate
Yeah,
chip
but
cookie.
these days, dude, like a good parent's not letting them
Right.
eat a muffin from me.
That's true.
If I'm the guy handing your kid a muffin, you let them eat that.
That's
Anything
true.
that happens afterwards is on you.
And you might even try to give them like a straight up good muffin.
That's the
but-
thing. I'm not trying to poison them, but
Right.
I act like there might be Molly in there instead of salt.
Right.
Accident.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not liable. That's another thing on Halloween. There's no one's signing like release forms. Like if my
Yeah.
kid dies from the poison that you might be giving them, I can't sue you. Like it's all willy nilly. You can't trace it, dude. You can't who gave you that Kit Kat? You're like taking. I want receipts. If I have kids and we're going, I want a paper receipt for every candy they receive. I need to know the house number and I need to know what they got. Are we talking Hershey? Are we talking Wonka?
Yeah.
I'll be able to trace that, dude. And then every candy they eat, they put the wrapper. Will have like a little a pill thing. They'll put it in the date. So if 2 days down the line they start to act a little funny, I can trace back. I'll have like those true crime cork boards where they have the wires connecting. That's what I'm gonna have to figure out who poisoned my kids on Halloween. But I gotta pee.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go hand out some edibles to the kids.
Yeah, let's do
It'll
it.
be fun. Captain's dogs.
Woof,
Hell yeah.
Please use your latrine. Yeah. Bladder issue, dude. I'm telling you.
You do have a small urinary tract.